Hey guys, I wanted to take time today to explain the 1-3-1 zone offense that I run. It's tweaked a little bit here and there. It's not a standard typical 1-3-1 that I know I was brought up on, and I tweak it a little bit here. Again, I'm going to show you guys some examples here on where everybody's supposed to be. Very simple stuff, very easy to run. Not a whole lot of moving, but pretty standard. Just a little bit of a tweak, and I'll show you guys how we do that. Okay, here we go. Okay. So here's the setup. The setup is that I have a 1-3-1 zone offense. You can see right here the white jerseys on defense are in a 2-3 zone. What we're trying to do is we're trying to either the offense of this 1-3-1 is specifically designed around my post players. I'll have a post player in the middle and a post player on what we call the short corner on the baseline. And it's revolved around those two players first and foremost. Those are your first two options. You can see, let me see, as we run it through, we got my post coming in, and she's going to stand right there at the high post, okay? Now I've got one up top, I've got two girls on the free throw line extended, and then I got my girl down there in the green jersey on the baseline, okay? So what's important here, first and foremost, to notice is that my one, she is not top and center. She is very far over on the right side of the floor, so much over, almost all the way to the volleyball line. And in this situation, you can almost have the 2s and 3s, the wings, even move down towards the baseline along the three-point line even more, a little bit more. So right now, here's what I want. I want the top girl, and when I call 13, I say 13, pick a side. So I do not want the point guard to be in the middle of the floor. I want her to pick a side. Now, whatever side she is on, she's almost all the way to the volleyball line. So whatever side she's on, my baseline girl needs to be in line with her down on the baseline in the short corner. Okay, you can see my baseline girl down where she is. Now, I always tell the baseline girl down there to stand in the short corner. Now, for those of you guys who don't know what the short corner is, for me, the short corner anyway is in that space in between the three-point line and the key or the lane, right in between on the baseline. So she's standing down there on the baseline exactly where she's supposed to be. So if I got a girl, your top defender there on the elbow, she's guarding the ball, okay? Then the ball goes to the wing, okay? And who's going to guard her? The girl from the bottom side of the zone, okay? Now, if we swing it like we're going to right now to the baseline girl, and again, she's not all the way out in the corner. That's important, okay? We don't want her to be out in the corner. Why? Because we want the girl number 25 there in the middle. We want her to come out at the ball, therefore leaving her spot in the zone, and that's where we're going to score from. If my offensive baseline girl were all the way out in the corner, then that would be different. I don't believe that the middle girl in the zone would come all the way out to defend her. Okay, so right here we're going to go to the wing, that gets defended, then to the baseline. Then look at that defender in the middle there, right underneath the basket, and she's going to leave and come to the ball, and look at that space that she's leaving open, wide open underneath, bounce pass for an easy layup. Okay, so that's the reason why we have that set up. Look at this. I've also heard another coach call it a triangle. I'm sorry, not a triangle. Diamond, where the four girls on this side of the floor, if you can tell, between my point guard, the wing, the baseline, and the high post, they're making a kind of a diamond shape. And if you think about it, there's four girls on offense on this side of the floor and only three defenders. Okay, now if we wanted to, we can go baseline right here. If this girl gets the ball and she's heavily guarded, let's say the defense had rotated over and we're heavily guarding the lane, then the girl, the wing on the far side would be open for a jump shot on the far side. Okay, but this works out really well. Perfect, exactly like it's supposed to go. Okay, on to the next example. Same thing, different game, same team of mine anyway. So we're in the white jerseys now. Same setup. I got my point guard all the way on one side because I want that top defender to come out to defend her. If she's in the middle of the floor, that doesn't happen. So we want her all the way on one side. And look at my wing on this side right here. She's even further down than the free throw line, extended more towards the baseline, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, that makes that bottom defender come out and get her. Now, my baseline girl right here on this situation right here, she's not as far out as I would like her to be. I probably would have her move out a little bit more. You can see her scoot over a little bit, and then we bounce pass it to her. I always preach the bounce pass in this situation. I don't like passes going over top. So you can see right here, she bounce passes, bounce pass, right then again. So the important thing about this is getting that middle girl in the zone. Look, she's standing right there underneath the basket, right where she should be. But she leaves her spot to come defend the ball, and so we're scoring a layup against a 2-3 zone. Okay, and as you can tell, that coach is pretty mad and upset that these girls didn't rotate over. Okay, so again, even if they did rotate over, and look at my wing on the far side, she'd be open for an open jump shot. Okay, wide open underneath the basket. Okay, so again, it's just a simple thing. Now this one right here, as you can tell, I'm going to play it live here. She's going to just, there's going to be a lot of ball rotation here. Swing it once, back and forth, make the defense move to the baseline, bounce pass. This is a great pass to the weak side. Rotate, get a shot. We're going to get an offensive rebound. You see the girls reset, swing the ball again, back outside again for an open jump shot, and she's going to knock it down. So my thing is that the girls set up in their spots and make the defense rotate as you do in a zone offense. But you can tell right here, there's not a whole lot of moving. You can tell there's, the girls are pretty much in their standard spots. If we want to swing it, the point guard would move to the other side, and the baseline girl would move to the other side. The high post would move to the ball side too as well, and you would just basically redo the triangle on the, or I'm sorry, the diamond on the other side. So very simple. It's ball placement, ball movement. And what's important too is, again, I think the two aspects that's probably a little important here is we have a girl in the short corner and we have the point guard on one side or the other and not in the middle. You want her all the way on one side. So you have 4 girls on this side of the floor with really only 3 defenders. Look at that. So we brought 3, look at that. We got 3 black jerseys all the way over here on this side of the floor and only two defenders on this side with a wide open layup. So that's pretty much it for a 1-3-1. It's very simple, very easy. I did this at the elementary level. It's super simple, especially for the lower levels. This level right here is varsity, 6A varsity basketball. So if they can do it, the lower levels can do it. And again, it's very simple. There's not a whole lot of moving. I know some coaches like to do a lot of moving zones, but this one's very simple, very effective because you have those 4 girls set up all on the same side of the floor. So, okay. All right. Good luck to you, coach.